all you Zealots Zergling, it's time for another free-for-all of StarCraft 2. We are on the map Dirt Side, and I have spawned as the Purple Terran. And apparently I had a slow split. All sorts of problems right there. And who am I going to be going up against in this free-for-all? Well, we have Spartan as the Pink Protoss. Cephas as the Yellow Terran. Me gibbering like an idiot there. We have Mike as the Orange Protoss. And Dunamai as the Teal Protoss. So a lot of Protoss in this game. And we already have an early scout. And somehow it seems to manage that once again I have spawned right next to the open spot. Because we have 5 people on a 6-player map. Which means there is one main that is open. And I always seem to land next to those. And I'm also usually the one that takes those. And get a really good economy. Get a really good army. And then I die. I just die. There's like maybe one free-for-all I think I can ever remember winning. And apparently I'm asking for the hotkey for Kerrigan because that's about the only way I'm going to win this game is if she joins this side. I don't care if she's a ghost or a Zerg or what. And I'm going to be throwing down that barracks, although I have already been scouted by this probe here of Spartans. And Bocephus is scouting around with his SCV, getting a gateway up there at the front door. Nothing real exciting going on here for quite some time because, you know, it's a free-for-all. Nobody really wants to attack early because if you attack early, you leave yourself wide open to, well, to losing. If someone hits you while you're away, you die. If you underestimate your target's forces and lose your army, you die. Especially if he decides it's a good time to counterattack you. It's just, if someone else decides to attack him at the same time you do, and your armies clash each other, I mean, well, you can still die. So there's a lot of nasty things that can happen. So most people like to sit back and macro, get themselves a little bit secure before they start moving around and doing all sorts of crazy strategies to try and die. Sometimes it's just a matter of who can hold out the longest and lose the least in these free-for-alls. But it can turn on a dime. You never ever know when things are going to change. It's just the luck of the draw. 2 people are in the right spot at the right time. One person decides to attack at the right spot at the right time, and everything just turns on its head. You just never ever know. So who knows what kind of site we can see for this game. It's not a typical free-for-all map. Kind of cramped, especially when you start expanding. Let's see if that makes a difference. And Bocephus is trying to run into my base. Oh, he's going to try to get that SCV out, but he does not make it. No, sirree, this is my house. Bye-bye. Well, the SCV even wanted to send him off too, but, you know, there's nothing left to go here. But he's instead going to throw it on a barracks, not quite walling that off. Not really sure why I didn't quite wall it off, but I think these Marines are going to prevent any workers from getting in here. And with no Zerg on the map, although I probably didn't know this at the time, I know nothing at this time. I only know the races of people that have come and scouted me. But with no Zerg on the map, Ling Rush is not a big deal. And, well, I could be actually using this to... Why am I just stockpiling money? My Terran openers are just absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Well, hopefully we can figure that. We do have a forge out for Dunamai. Not doing anything with it. No upgrades, no cannons. I don't see any sort of cannon rush going on, so... Not really sure what this is for. This is just 150 minerals that, well, he doesn't really need it actually because he needs to get up a couple more gates right now. He needs to throw it on more than one. He needs to throw it on another 2 or 3 gates. And yeah, he's a little behind on his gas. Oh, he's a little oversaturated there too. So you can see that one was, well, he could have thrown that down too, but that was way late. He needed to get that down at the same time this one down because he's really stockpiling money, but he really needs to get that gas up too. Right now, everything's pretty passive. Looks like we're getting 3 gates up here for Mike, who's starting to put together a bit of an army. We check the army sizes right now, and yeah, he does have the biggest army right now. I don't think that has anything to do with his worker count, because he's certainly not the highest number of workers. So he's perhaps building for something right now, getting up an extra pylon. He's definitely going to need that really soon, and probably needs to get another one up after that as well, because Protoss can use up pylons like there's no tomorrow. And then throwing down a robo, so this could be interesting. He's getting a really big army up. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Looks like, is Dunamai going to be getting ready for an expand? Well, he certainly, well, no, he's spending his money a little bit better now. Got that gas up. Do like to see that. And he's making a warp prism. This is an interesting choice. I'm not sure what that War Prism is going to be for. Is he going to do some harassment? There are islands on the expansions on here. Maybe that's what he's up to. Looks like I'm prepared for an expansion too. I've actually loaded up some SCVs. Am I going for an expansion too? Oh, looks like I was waiting for one more SCV. Gonna try to fly out to this island here. Always good for a Terran to try to take this island, because once they get it, it's kind of hard to knock them off, and they can just drop a command center there. They don't even have to wait for it to build, and they can just start mining that thing right away. So if I can just drop that there, I'll be in it. What? Wait, what's going on here? Oh no! Oh no, we got a War Prism here, and an SC, or and a probe from Spartan. What's going on here? Oh, he's gonna drop down a pylon. Here comes my command center. It's going to see this. Technically, I can take on one probe with my 4 SCVs, but he's going to warp in some stalkers, and I've got to get out of there. Curse you, Spartan. You took my island. Meanwhile, we've got both two prototypes here going for War Prism play to take those island expansions. Unfortunately, I didn't have Dunamai on my side of the map because he did not actually come to defend this island. Spartan left this War Prism here, got some stalkers up, and now here come the cannons, and I'm like, oh great, well I'll just have to take this expansion. But I just took that island from me. Of course, even if I got my command center down first, you know, with the War Prism there, he's got an army there. What do we got here? Oh, we got Mike scouting here with an observer. Seriously, if this had been the island, oh, he's going to try to take that with cannons now, but my SCVs could have taken out that one lone probe in that. Well, if he got pylons down, I suppose he could have warped in. Darn you, Protoss. I don't have any. I don't even have. I mean, oh, there's my starport. Maybe I can drop on there, but he's dropping down cannons, and that seems to be the strategy. You take the island, and then you just put a bunch of turrets up. I don't know if that's the most cost-effective, because I mean, think of all the money you're spending just to take the island and all the resources here, and you know, subtract that from any money you're gonna get here. But we got a big action here. We got a lot of stalkers from Mike. His Zealots are a little bit behind, which is probably not good, but he way outnumbers this. And look at the huge concave he's getting on these poor stalkers. And they're going to try to move in. The Zealots are going to worry about taking on that photon cannon, but the stalkers are not going to be able to stop this. And, oh, this could be really, really bad for Dunamai. He just did not have enough. Mike was building up a huge force, and he decided to go for it. He's definitely getting an expand up here on the backside of this, which is extremely smart, as long as he doesn't get attacked from Bocephus on the opposite side. And, oh, those two stalkers were going to take pot shots, but that was a bad idea. And leaving the Zealots down here to take out the probes, I do like that, because Zealots will take out a probe line really quickly, while the stalkers can sit here and start damaging this base. And, oh, looks like the Forge just got a +1 attack done. But I don't think that's going to be enough, because +1 attack is great, but when you only have 2 units, it's not getting you that much. And the probes are trying to flee. They're trying to load up into that War Prism to escape to his island haven. Oh, but it is not going to work. And we got an attack going on right here. Oh, looks like we do a couple of stalkers taking out that siege tank, but those forces are going to push it back. But meanwhile, Dunamai's force or army is just, or base is just being destroyed. And he's going to have to rebuild everything. These Zealots are going to poke away at that. Well, they even got that Nexus almost down. Zealots do a lot of damage, I've noticed. Couple that with the fact that they got a lot of hit points and a base armor of 1, and they are really a force to be reckoned with. I don't think you fully realize the power of the Zealot. You may say my life for hire, but how often do they actually give up their lives? Zealots are jerks. Oh, and these 4 probes, he never came back. What's he doing here? He turned that to War Prism. He could have evacuated these other probes, and I believe he's really going to need them, because he's going to be stuck on one base for a little while right now. What's going on here? But yeah, he needs a lot more probes here. He needed those probes. He needed to go and evacuate them. There's no blink here. He could have gotten in and saved those probes, but no, he left them all to die. And we checked the units lost, and wow, just total decimation for almost no cost to Mike. No cost at all. And he's just going to double check. Yeah, there's nothing left there, but oof, the damage has been done. He's going to have to rebuild from scratch. Just has a gateway up, trying to grab those assimilators. But what he really needs right now are the minerals, because he has some gas stockpiled up. He probably could, at least don't mine from the gas just yet. Get your minerals back up, get some more probes out, which he's doing. You want to throw down a chrono boost, because you've got to rebuild. Meanwhile, what's going on here? Looks like I'm just throwing up some barracks now. I did get that starport up. Have I done anything with it yet? Yes, I have! I've actually dropped behind the mineral line here. Actually, can we back up really quick? I want to make sure we didn't miss anything too exciting. I think I only just barely missed it. Yeah, here we go. Medevac sliding underneath that cannon. He had no idea how he was able to get around that cannon in the back of the mineral line. Marine Marauder are going to completely waste a bunch of probes. The Stalkers are going to move in. But I don't know, with 3 Marauders there and some Marines, this might be enough to take out these Stalkers. He's going to try to take them. It might want to be a good idea going after the Medevac. He can reinforce this endlessly with the Medevac. Especially now that there's only 1 Stalker left. And yeah, just some Zealots. And oh, that poor Marine. Oh, the Marine could not get... Oh no, the Marine made it! The Marine is safe. He's fine. And Zealots can't shoot up. Oh, I don't know if he should have made Zealots there, or if he should have made Stalkers. And he's gonna reinforce that with cannons now, but they did do a little bit of damage there. But meanwhile, it looks like now we've got Warp Prism play from all 3 Protoss, and he's gonna drop down on this island. He's nowhere near rebuilding yet. And this, I think, may be the end of him. What is he gonna be able to do now? He's got to make some units. He's got 1 gateway. And apparently this is some sort of revenge for a previous game, but this game was so long ago, I don't know what it was. And I don't know about, where did that Warp Prism go? He might leave that Warp Prism there. Oh, I guess the Warp Prism is going to go pick up some more Stalkers, but he need to get back here soon. These Stalkers are getting completely surrounded. They need reinforcements. Where are my buddies? You need to turn this into a Warp Prism, or you need to transform this and get some more reinforcements there now. But I mean, he's going to be making 1 Stalker at a time. And oh, and a Stargate. Oh. That's brutal. That's a big investment that he's never going to pay dividends. And ferrying more Stalkers over here, but I don't know. Is this even necessary at this point? And taking the main for himself. So it looks like Mike's got a stranglehold on the northwest corner of the map, and soon he's just going to have... As soon as this island wiped out, this corner of the map is his. But, I mean, really, what can Dunamai do? He barely has money for workers. And he's gonna grab his favorite probe and say, "Come on, little probe, we're getting out of here." But meanwhile, we got a push here from Bocephus. Oh, looks like maybe Spartan was the one that pushed out first, because that Colossus took a lot of damage. And there was a base. Wasn't there a base here? I thought there was a base here. But Bocephus is having none of this. But oh, he's got to be careful because that Colossus may be injured, but he's in a good position to snipe a lot of Marines. But if they can get up there, oh, 1 Marauder shot is going to take that out. And this Immortal not going to do much against the Marines. And something without that Colossus there, this front's looking pretty weak, but it's a tight choke. If he had another Colossus on the way, what has he got on the way? He has nothing on the way right now. He has a ton of money. Why is there nothing here? Oh, he's not making anything, and he has the money. Right now, he's just worrying about saving his probes, but instead he's going to try to get them trapped. And oh, probe massacre! How many probes are going to get out? Oh, I think actually Marauder Slow is actually causing those probes to kind of tumble up on each other, too. And tons of devastation here. Yeah, it looks like Dunamai's finished. That cannon couldn't even fire, not even in range. But his probe lives on. But it's going to come here into Bocephus' base, which he's not really here right now, and he's sending some more reinforcements to finish taking out Spartan. Going for the pylons, which is probably a good idea because Spartan can warp in. If he had enough gateways, he could warp in enough to take this out, but going 3 gateways now unpowered is just not going to do it. But some probes managed to get out. He can rebuild. He has the technology. But for right now, he's basically just has this base and throwing up a Cybernetics Core probably to replace the one that has he lost it yet? It looks like he has lost the Cybernetics. Oh no, he still actually has the Cybernetics Core. But I'm pretty sure these guys are going to clean that up on their way out of here. Not really sure the gas is all that important. You might want to take his production building, maybe a couple extra probes. And Dunamai is still searching for a home. Left with a single unpowered cannon, the only thing keeping him in this game. But he doesn't have enough for a Nexus. He doesn't have enough for a Nexus. He's DOA. And Mike's going to be taking that expansion. What can he make right? He can't make anything right now. He simply can make nothing right now. He can maybe make a pylon. He can make it. He could repower this cannon. Well, that's actually going to be a moot point here because his cannon's going to take it out for a second. He actually could have repowered that cannon I mean, what it's going to amount to. It looks like I've been pretty much untouched right now. I've expanded right now. Have I lost anything? I lost a couple units in that drop, but I'm still pretty good. But Mike, he's hardly lost. He took out an entire player, and he's hardly lost anything. That's important. That's very important. Lost almost nothing in that engagement, and now he's on 4 bases. I mean, yeah, that one's pretty much mined out, and this one, well, that one's doing pretty good, but he's doing pretty good right now. And Spartan throwing up a Stargate. What else is he gonna do from the island? Oh, and here's Dunamai. Oh, well, he's gone now. Yeah, he's left the game. He lost his last building, and that, oh, Warp Prism is gonna stop right in range of the cannons. Poor little Warp Prism. But these probes are still here. He spent a lot more money though. He's gonna have a hard time reestablishing a base outside the map, and he's been mining this for a little while. There's still quite a few resources. It's getting a little shaky now, but yeah, here comes Phoenix. Interesting choice. He's gonna go for the Phoenix. Still's got probes out. I'll see what he's going to do. What have I got going on right here? Looks like I've just got some Marine Marauder 2-1 upgrades, siege tanks on the front line, +1 for those, and my medevac count. Looking pretty good. Ooh, looks like I'm getting 2 armor and some Vikings out. Some Vikings out? Why am I getting Vikings out? Because I have spotted the Stargate. Oh, it looks like I just scanned it again. Yep, that is me scanning it, and I see the Stargate, and I'm like, ugh. I mean, what am I going to do to take this? He's got a lot of cannons here. If I try to drop him, I'm going to lose medevacs. And if I try to go Banshee, I'm going to lose a lot of Banshees. Mass battle cruisers is about the only thing that take this island. It was supported by maybe a drop once I clear out a side. But there's not really much I can do here. And oh, those poor probes are being hunted down by the massive infantry of Bocephus. 3-2 upgrades. And getting Thors out with +3 armor for that infantry. He's a bit of a scary force himself. He's got a planetary of his own. I'm taking this expansion. I'm going to try to grab this expansion now because these bases have been untouched. Like I said, I'm right next to it. So I'm always right next to the open bases. Throwing up some missile turrets because I have no idea what's going to come from this direction. Do I even know anything about what's on this side of the map? I don't know anything. I just know this island. That's all I know. And I think that was Spartan there just trying to comfort everyone, saying I am not a threat, and you know, he didn't. I knew early that Spartan was here, as we all saw, and I was watching this island the whole game because I knew exactly what was going to go down here. But ooh, we got Bocephus. He's pushing forward. What do we got here? We just got some cannons here, but these siege tanks will be able to take care of that no problem whatsoever. As soon as they get someone in range that can see that cannon, yeah, that thing's going to go down quickly. What does Mike have here? Not much. Here comes this massive force. What do we got here? Whoa, a ton of Void Rays. And it looks like he's going to make them pay, but there's a lot of Marines. They got +3. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. I can't see. All the Marines aren't shooting. He needs to get the Marines underneath Void Rays as quickly as possible. Stutter step those. He's losing way too many Marines. And he's trying to get them a little bit closer. They're curving around, and it looks like the Marines are going to do it because the Marines, you just 1A. That's all you do. You don't micro. You just 1A. You don't build anything else. You just 1A. And here comes some Stalkers to support that. But now the Marauders. It's the Marauders' time to shine, and the Siege Tanks. And we're going to say, Stalkers, Protoss, please. And so now Mike's a little bit on his back heels. Because this army's still pretty scary and really scary upgrades. And here come the Thors, and this base is going to fall. Does he have anything to reinforce this with? What does he have right now in units? He has no units. He has no units. What does he have for money? He's got a ton of minerals. He can make a lot of zealots, which may not be that bad a choice against his army, especially if he's going to charge. But he does have a fleet beacon, but that's not really going to help him much here. He can get a Mama ship, but remember, he's Terran. He has instant stealth detection anywhere on the map he wants at the drop of a hat. What? Blizzard made mobile detection for Terran? I'm pretty sure that's not the case, and why would we need it? We wouldn't. That's why we wouldn't need that. But there goes his main and all of his tech. He needs to rebuild that. He's going to rebuild his robo facility, throwing up a forge, just getting one gateway? Just one gateway? Apparently we're just going for massive air right now, but the robo facility implies that he's going to be adding a little bit more to that. Meanwhile, I'm just casually expanding here. I'm still keeping an eye on this. Believe me, I was scanning this base constantly all game because I knew what was going on here. Right now it's just a Phoenix farm. Just wait. There's the fleet beacon. Just wait. I'm telling you, just wait. So Bosiva's clearing up this side of the map, and he is actually pushing Mike further onto my flank. I mean, look at that. He's putting a ton of cannons up here in the front, pointing right towards my frontier territory. So let's review. Bosivas has pushed Mike this way after he finished off Dunamite, and he's pushed Spartan this way, forcing opponents on both sides of me. I'm not sure if I'm aware of Mike's position yet. Am I aware of his position? I don't even know what's going on in this frontier. And I got quite a nice force here, a few Vikings, but I knew there was stuff. I knew there was funny business going on over here. Because what do you do when you have an island, and only an island? I didn't know he had only an island, but I knew he was getting pretty banged up. You build a ton of air. That's what you do. We even get the Phoenix range upgrade. But, oh, looks like Bosivas has not had enough. He's really hurt two people, and it's time to go after another. He's going to hit right at my tank line. I don't know why my army's so far back. Maybe I was moving them out to do something, so I'm going to lose all my tanks, unfortunately. If I'd been able to have my army in front of that, the tanks probably could have done a lot more damage, and I need to get my units closer to this because they're not all shooting. He does have tanks of his own sieged up. And there, I'm going to try to stutter step in there. Might have screwed up there just a little bit, but I think we are going to take this out. Without, well, no, I'm not going to say without too much problem, because I lost an awful lot there. I lost... I'm still doing the best right now, but that was a lot of army. And it looks like I've gone for some heavy Thor production right now, because why not? I was pretty maxed out. Looks like I'm getting +3. I'm even going to be going for the high-sec auto-tracking when we're done. And... but yeah, I got 2-3 on my ground army, but now I'm going to have to rebuild it. Looks like I'm trying to throw up a bunch of barracks right now. Just to get as many uses as I can. I mean, he's producing 10 Marines at a time. I'm producing 9. That's not bad. And getting +3 vehicle weapons, so my Thors and any tanks I should plan to rebuild are going to have quite a lot of damage to throw forward. Although, well, Bosivas is working on that himself, so we're pretty close in upgrades. I think he's got his infantry fully upgraded. I'm just about to get there. But now I gotta worry about this. Mike's been pushed in this direction, and he's got Colossus Void Ray Mothership. +1 attack on all of those. And I'm starting to think, what am I gonna do here? Oh, well, it looks like Spartan is trying to do a little bit of harassment here, but yeah, you might want to get those Viking or those Phoenix up there to try to take out those Vikings, but you want to pull back. Phoenix, oh, Phoenix are so fragile. He's just kind of harassing now. It looks like Bosivas did manage to get a lot of his workers out of there, but that's a lot of workers. I don't think Spartan is going to have the energy to lift all those up. And yeah, here come the missile turrets, which, yeah, I don't blame him. But, I mean, this is not the most mobile of army when you have the Thors in there, and I got a lot of territory to cover. I mean, I could move over here and try to see what's going on in this direction. In fact, I don't think I've even seen anything yet. Oh, no, I have finally seen what's going on here. And I so want to take this out, and I think I can. But I know I got this crap going on over here. We're switched up into carrier production now. That is probably my scan. Let's just confirm that I know what's going on here. Yeah, I can see carrier production going on, so I know what's going on. Did I see the mothership? It looks like I saw a cloaked building, so I probably at least know there's most likely a mothership too. So I know I've got two people on both sides of me. This guy I know I can't take out. I've got no way of attacking this. My only hope is to starve him out and hit anything he comes at me with. Will I be able to do that? I don't know. We'll have to see if he tries to attack. And then I got this guy over here, but I know the second I move over here to take him out, I'm leaving this whole area exposed. I probably need a lot more missile turrets. I mean, just these 3 are a deterrent for harassment, but they're not going to stop a full-on Air Force. Although I do have the high-sec auto-tracking, and that should help. And no one's really retaking this base, and there's not really any point taking this. The geysers are dead. This base is there's no point in taking this base, but there's a lot of gas left here. A few minerals, but you know, every mineral can count at some point. And we do have this observer scouting around. Oh, just getting my missile turret range. Just getting that turret range. Oh, fine. Just fine. Don't get in missile turret range. Be that way. So things have quieted down a bit. Looks like I have tried to rebuild an army. You check out the army sizes. Yeah, I've got 197. I definitely have the biggest army. And if we check the income, it looks like Bocephus and I, the Terrans are. Oh, it looks like Bocephus, those surgeon. Well, it's so hard to tell with mules. He does have the higher worker count though. But we're both churning along. We probably both could use more workers, or you know, maybe make a few extra orbitals, which is the option I'm going for. The more orbitals you have, the more mules you have. The more mules you have, the less SCVs you need. Are you following me? Alright, I'll finish it off. The less SCVs you need, the more army you can make. See, so not only do we have these mobile detectors we don't need, because we can detect anywhere on the map at a drop of a hat, we don't even need workers. Make another orbital. That's my philosophy. Make another orbital. And Spartan is just slowly trying to churn. He's running out of money though. How many more units can he actually make? I mean, he's got 50 minerals here, 300 minerals there, and that gas is almost gone. So whatever he can make off of this is pretty much it. And he's doing it one carrier at a time, it looks like. And decent upgrades too. So he's gonna have a bit of an air force. He's trying to poke around, but you know, nope, these missile turrets are up now. Now I don't know if there's any point in taking this base though. It's almost mined out. Grab the gas. You're Terran. Drop into orbital here. Grab the gas. You'll be fine. Then move on to somewhere else, like here maybe. Nobody's taken this island yet. He has, however, taken this goal, and he is mining it like crazy. Way too many ACVs for that. It's probably the only reason I'm still keeping up. It looks like I've said, hey, wait a minute, Terran have mobile detectors. When did that happen? Well, this will save me all sorts of energy, and I can make more mules. Things have gotten pretty quiet. Mike doesn't seem to be getting any more upgrades for his army. He's just pumping out void rays, it looks like. Yeah, looks like he's a little bit gas starved. Yeah, these gas geysers are mined out, but you know, Dunamai was at those a bit longer, and he's basically just trying to grab the gas off of these. That's all he got. But no, sorry, he does have these as well, and they're about a little over 50% gone. Maybe 2/3 gone. And getting a fleet beacon of his own. Oh, he lost his before. He only has just decided to remake that. Man, he doesn't need that gas. So why not put it right there? And Bocephus is putting up a bunch of missile turrets. I'm not sure what the missile turrets here are for. They might snipe those Vikings, but if my army pushes out, they're not really too concerned about this. But his army's pretty scary too. I mean, we compare our units. Oh, I think this is when I know I'm gonna lose. Why? Because I've got great upgrades, great economy, great army. But I know I can't defend both sides of my territory. And it looks like Mike, who's unwilling to try to push this way again, is gonna push in this direction. Yeah, here come the lasers of death from above and below. Well, I guess mainly from above. There's not really anything shooting low to the ground here right now. I don't care if these legs touch the ground. These are high beams. Okay, that was a bad pun. And I have got to run over there, and I knew this was gonna happen. And I almost was at an omen right there. And I gotta get my extra orbitals. I need my SCVs, or I need my mules. And here we go. I do have a few Vikings, but that's a lot of void rays. If my Thors, however, can thin, I see a lot of explosions here. If my Thors can thin out those void rays, which with the splash damage, they're rather clumped up. They can do a lot of damage here. And it really has cut down his Void Ray count. I can handle Colossus. I'm making a lot of Thors. I can handle Colossus, and I've almost gotten his Void Rays down. Oh, I gotta get the medevacs out of there. The other shit might kill him. It looks like he's... Oh, my poor workers. Oh, I'm losing 2 of my expansions. Oh, and I lost this one too because of an air... Bocephus! Oh, now, is it bad enough you have to push 2 of my opponents right up my throat? And now you've got to come up the middle and destroy my expansion. 3 expansions go down there. 3 expansions. 3 expansions. It's not often you get triple prong. It's hard to do. There's usually only 2 ways to come at someone. Get those orbitals out of there. Oh, that one's on fire. I don't think that one's going to make it. This one's going to make it. That one is not. This one might make it. Oh yeah, it's getting into the missile turret protection, so we're good. We're fine. Everything is fine and good. Unless... Oh wow, Bocephus, you made yourself kind of a wall here. You can't really move through that easily. If I were to put my army out here, you're going to be in a bit of trouble because you can't push through and take that out. Oh, had I only known. But we do know we do have some carries here, although Spartan is wasting money trying to take out those turrets. Oh, that's Bocephus' money. And he's a little low on money. And yeah, he needs more pylons too, and that costs money as well. So, and he's tapped out. He's mined out. This is all he has left. This is all he's got to work with now. And it looks like I'm gonna try to retake this. I got a lot of Vikings up. No upgrades on those, but I'm gonna try to use their superior range. Vikings range 9, Void Rays range 6, and I am fully gonna use that to my advantage in this engagement. He's going to try to bait... Yeah, he's going to pull back. See, I get a volley off there. I'm going to snipe a Colossus, and that's... he got a little bit of a shot off there, but... There we go. I did some damage there. And meanwhile, these carriers are up here on the frontier trying to take out all these turrets. Doing a decent job of it. Yeah, and here comes my arm. Like, well, he's hiding in the photon cannons. I'm going to need a little bit of ground support here. And once these Vikings help take over, yeah, I really need to get those Colossi now. I'm going to quickly use my ground army, which I'm losing anyhow. But Vikings pretty good against the Colossus, and the Void Rays are gone. Well, there's a couple more reinforcing, but I think we have more than enough to take that out. And I reclaim my frontier. 12 Marines producing at one time. Whatever happened to Bocephus' arm? Oh, oh my goodness! Are you really gonna build that many missile turrets? Holy cow! Holy cow! And Spartan still has his air army here. He actually might need to save all that money to make interceptors. They are 25 minerals a pop, and he has got 0 sources of income. And what is he going to take? All the money is right here on the map. This is the only place where he's going to get any decent amount of cash. And he has to go through me. Well, he basically has to go through me. I'm his path to more money. But right now I've got my army moved over here. Because I know he's got quite a... Well, he had quite a force. He's really trying to pump out those Void Rays still. But he's running low on money himself now. There's nothing left here. There's nothing left here. Bocephus is finishing this one off, so this is all he's got. This is his only mining base, and it's going to be hard to pump Void Rays off of that base. He's going to try to get some more cannons. Looks like I'm adding some Marauders in there. I'm going to get some... Oh, it looks like ship weapons. I didn't even see ship weapons 1, but we already got level 2 coming right now. So we're going to get a little bit more beef against those Void Rays. A little more punch, not more beef. That would be armor upgrade, right? Is that right? And that tank so annoyed me because I was so busy fighting on my frontiers that I could not even bother to stop and try to build like a couple of tanks to counter. So even even Marauders would probably die before they could get all the way over there. Suppose I could have dropped. I'm sure I still have medevacs somewhere. Maybe. Medevacs. Yeah, I could have dropped on top of that tank, finished it off. No, he's going to take this island, and I'm denied my gold. I am trying to, however, once again use my Vikings' mobility and range to do as much damage as I can. Gonna scan there, gonna see, yeah, there's some cannons there to have to worry about. So he's parking on top of those cannons. It's gonna be hard to move him. I got an observer over my base. Whatever happened to my mobile detection? Where did that go? I don't know where that went. Oh, he's getting ready to try this again. Is he going to have enough this time? He's going to go for the gas first, which is going to give me plenty of early warning. Yeah, I don't have time to cancel that, apparently. Here come the Vikings. Oh, and he does get a vortex off. Traps all but one Viking in there. But he's not really ready to take them out. Well, he's not in the best position to take them out once that portal pops. Oh no, there go all my medevacs! But it's going to pop out now, and they're going to quickly be able to take out that mothership. The Voiders are also going down. A quick scan, that's going to help out immensely, and I'm going to manage to take that down, and please somebody repair that. Somebody repair that. Why has nobody repaired that? And I'm just going to push on, and I'm like, I've had enough of this. You've been on my frontier. I cannot let you live any longer. That might have been a little bit mismicro there. I'm trying to stutter step and didn't quite get it the way I want. And there's the GG. I mean, I had no choice. He was just going to... I suppose he probably couldn't afford much else. But he was just going to keep pushing at me. I needed these expansions. And please, somebody repair that! I'm going to lose that. So, my army's over here to finish taking him out. When what, to my wondering eyes, should appear but a bunch of Marines from Bocephus, and my defenses are cleared. I told you, I long ago realized I was going to lose this game, and this is the exact reasons why. I knew I was spread too thin, and there was nothing I could do about it. I had no idea where to place my defenses. Oh, there goes some more of my precious mules. And right on cue. Waiting for it all game, and there he is. Now, I managed to pull my army back, and I got the Thors. He's even going to drop down the Vikings to help out there, which is maybe not a bad idea. My Thors do have +3 attack, +2 armor, and oh, he's going to bring in his Thors around the side, which is going to be able to pick off my Thors one by one. He does have, I do manage to finish off his infantry, but I do want to take out these Thors, but they do outnumber me. And they do have a slightly better upgrade, so now I got 4 Thors and a medevac to deal with. I'm not so much worried about the medevac. And a bunch of carriers in Phoenix, which are slowly picking apart the side of my main here. I got some Thors here, but I gotta finish these off first. And they're kind of stuck there on the ramp. They might have been better off if they just pull back and regroup. Maybe he thought I wasn't doing so hot. And at this point, I'm not. I'm pulling in what Thors I can to do as much damage as I can. I think I don't know what I have. I had some Vikings, but I think his Phoenix were able to clean those up. And there goes a Vortex. And I got one more Thor there, but one Thor against a mothership is not really going to be the fastest kill on Earth. And meanwhile, we got Bocephus is really rebuilding here. I'm building 7 Marines at a time. He's building a Thor and 13 Marines and 4 Vikings at one time. And it looks like I'm just picking off interceptors, which may not be a bad idea. There's 16 interceptors right now. And, well, he can afford to build more, but is he going to spend the money? He doesn't have an auto build, so... Yeah, and I'm pulling back. Am I trying to do some repairs? I thought I was trying to do some repairs. I don't know what I'm doing. I might have just grabbed the... Yeah, I am doing repairs now. No, he is making more interceptors. I'm trying to get out some Vikings, but... There we go, get some missile turret help right here. So I'm desperately trying to defend this with whatever I can, but this is a beefy force, and I cannot come at this piecemeal. Down to 13 interceptors. If I can take the interceptors out, and another Vortex goes down, but I'm going to try to take out the mothership. Oh no, scan, I'm going to try to take out the carrier instead, because that's probably a much better target. One carrier is going to go down. 9 interceptors remaining. If I can get another carrier, 1 interceptor left. But here comes the Phoenix. They are going to finish off my Vikings, but there's 1 interceptor left. And try to read... Nope, no, all the interceptors are gone, so his carriers are no longer a threat. I mean, he can probably rebuild those, but that's going to be pretty much the last money. 8 interceptors, 25 a pop. That's going to be most of his money right there. And, well, now the carrier's dead, and I don't think he can afford another one. So I have defended my borders. And I have left is 3 Thors and 21 SCVs. And almost no income. I got a lot of money. But look what is waiting for me. When it rains, it tornado canes. Yeah, that really hurt. And I'm gonna try to put up a line of barracks. I need to build money. A 2-prong. That was at least a 3-prong. It was just a delayed 3-prong. Okay, so I pushed someone back, and then the 2-prong came. So we are trying to churn out some more barracks, but looks like Bocephus is waiting for his final push. He had better defense, thanks a lot. Look at all the money he spent on missile turrets, and he still has a ton left. Throwing up another armory, I guess, so I can get out some more Thors. Oh, thanks, Spartan. You can fight it. Come in, cripple me, and then say, okay, you guys can fight it out. More like hand me up to Bocephus on a platter. I'm just trying to pump out Marines, 10 Marines at a time. It looks like I can get a couple Marauders out, but it's not going to be soon enough. I might get out a few of those Marines, but those Vikings aren't really doing squat right now. I don't know why he built them, unless he built those for Spartan's Air Force, which is no longer an issue. But fully upgraded Marines against so little, I had no chance. I think I might actually get some. No, that was Marines not going to spawn. And there go the Vikings. Remember the Alamo. Never give up, never surrender. That's gonna be it. There's the GG. I would like to point out at this point that I am not trying to be a jerk. I am giving him the opportunity to be mannered and return my GG, because it was a good game. It was well played by all, and I would like to say to all of you that hit me from every direction imaginable that I hate you all and I wish you were dead. Anyhow, let's speed that up. No, Bocephus, everyone else is gone. We're all good, but I hope you enjoyed this epic free-for-all that I knew I was going to lose like halfway through. And have a day.